Craig here from Your Tech. Today's video, we have a keyboard review. This will be my third keyboard review. This is a 65% keyboard that Kiiboom have sent over to me. This is the Loop 65. It's an all aluminium body, 65% keyboard. It has a volume knob. So of course I'm excited. And I'm going to unbox it. We're going to see what it's like, see how it sounds, and hopefully I can give you guys some information as to whether or not this keyboard is right for you. Let's get into it and let's start the unboxing. Before we unbox it, I'm just going to have a look at the actual marketing and packaging that this comes in. Firstly, it looks lovely. They've done a really good job on the packaging. A little warning here about repairing it, and you might get an electric shock because it is battery powered. Other than that, it's everything that you'd expect, just the usual blurb. There's a little QR code to go to the website. We've got an instruction manual. My God, got a ridiculous amount of different languages, and there's English there. So it gives you the shortcuts of how to change the number row at the top into the F row. So you press function and left control, and that will swap the number row in the F row. So then you'll get the normal F row functionality. Good way of doing it, don't mind that at all. Gives you other function combinations, Windows mode, Mac mode, because it is compatible with Apple products as well, and then the lighting effect ones as well. Tells you about pairing it, how to use VIA software because it is VIA and QMK compatible, how to remove and install switches. Decent. I imagine it's a lot more cost effective for them to just print one user manual, one massive user manual in loads of different languages rather than individually for wherever they're going. Decent phone. Accessory bag we've got in here. Switch puller and keycap puller. USB-A to USB-C cable, white plastic cable. See how long it is. Not a bad length, could be a little bit longer. Plastic cover for the top, and the actual keyboard. We have the keyboard. So first impressions, I've also got my brew, keep it British. Oh, that's lovely. First impressions of this keyboard, it looks amazing. I love this colour scheme. I love the way that they've done it. So we have volume knob and button, I hope. There's a button, that's good. We've got a nice light grey to dark grey, nearly black on the keycaps that look really nice. And then we've got a split colour design on the body. Now this body is all aluminium. They're very heavy on pushing this on the documentation on their website. It has got a modular body, modular aluminium body. So the body is split into several pieces and then screwed together. It is heavy, it is weighty as hell. Let's see how it sounds. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I'll try and get it close to the mic. I like that. I love the sound of that. If you hadn't guessed, we have removable keycaps and hot swappable switches. Always a fan of that. So let's have a gander. Oh, that come up easy. Wow. Switch is basically silent. I've got a bit of an issue with these switches, and I'll come on to that in a minute. It's tri-mode connection, Bluetooth, wireless dongle, and wired. Your little wireless dongle is in the back here, held in by a tiny little magnet. It's an all aluminium body, like I've said, with this modular design, which is really nice, very aesthetically pleasing. We've got to check deck flex. Oh, 0. Absolutely nothing. This thing is as rigid as anything. That is a very strong keyboard. I mean, I'm not surprised. You've got multiple pieces of aluminium that are all bolted together. It's going to be fairly strong. I mean, it is heavy. I'll do a weigh-in as well for it. See how heavy this actually is. 1.42 kilograms, or £3.2. That is a heavy boy, especially for a 65% keyboard. That is heavy. PBT keycaps, south facing RGB, volume knob and button, 4000 milliamp hour battery for wireless and Bluetooth, 1000 Hertz polling rate, wireless or wired. That doesn't include Bluetooth. Bluetooth's like 125 Hertz or something like that. And that brings us on to the switches. So the switches, I've got a little bit of contention with. The website gives you no documentation whatsoever as to what switches are in this. I've pulled the switch out, it's green. Green are usually tactile switches. They use some language on the website that says tactile, but whether they're talking about the switches or not, I'm not really sure. And these aren't tactile at all. These are linear. So I'm really confused as to what the switches are. There's no documentation anywhere. I've emailed them to ask because I feel like it's a little bit of a letdown that it doesn't tell you what switches you're going to get with your keyboard. That seems really odd, especially when that's usually the most polarizing thing around keyboards and what people are going to choose is what switches they have. Some people like blues clickies, some people like linear, some people like tactile. I find it very odd that there is no mention of what switches these are. And I'm so confused. Green's are tactile, but these are linear. I have a tactile keyboard here. This is the Ajaz under £25 keyboard that I did a video on not long ago, which I'll pin here somewhere. You can definitely feel the bump, the tactile bump for these keys. These are just smooth up and down, no feedback. Just to compare it against the TH85 I have, which is definitely got linear switches. It's the same. The only difference is this has got a slightly longer travel than the TH85. So depending on what Kiiboom say, I will put some kind of update here. Hi, Future Craig here. I have been in touch with Kiiboom and they have got back to me. The switches in the Loop 65 keyboard are matcha latte switches. These are linear switches, not tactile, and the website has been updated to describe the typing experience as linear rather than tactile. At the minute, it still doesn't mention what the actual switch is that's in the keyboard, but I do get the impression they will be adding this to the website information as soon as they can. So that's what they've said. Now, my first impressions, if you hadn't guessed, is I'm quite a fan of this. I wish it wasn't 65%, I'll be honest. It's not for me. However, this isn't necessarily a keyboard for me. If you're in the market for a 65% keyboard, maybe this is the one for you. I'm going to plug this into the laptop. I'm going to give the typing a little quick test, and then we'll see what the RGB looks like, because it does have south facing RGB. I just happen to have a laptop right here. Look at me being all prepared and stuff. And let's have a quick typing test. Very nice typing experience. The long key presses, the amount of travel there is in the keys, is messing me up a little bit because I'm not used to it. However, it feels and sounds lovely. It really does have a nice feel. It's very smooth press. And that sound. Typing test, sound. We'll have a look at the RGB, see what that looks like. I'll dim the lights and get some proper B-roll footage of it. And then we'll come back and I'll talk about the price and where my head is at with it. Welcome back. So the price of this is a little bit of a weird one. On Kiiboom's website, they ship these all over the globe near enough. The prices though are all in US dollars, regardless of what region you want it shipped to, regardless of what you set the website's region to, it is in US dollars. And this is 160 US dollars. Now, current inflation, that puts that at around 120 Great British pounds. And that's not a bad price. For an all aluminium body, that's not bad at all. 120 pounds. I do have one slight issue though. I feel like at this price point, for a keyboard that's as Well made as this is, at this price point, a couple of extra keycaps would have been nice to see. Even if it's just like the additional Mac keys that you can swap them out with, would have been really nice to see. Are you really saving that much money by not including them? It's a very well made keyboard, and it really is a very well made keyboard. Sounds and looks amazing. I love the colour scheme. I love the modular design on the body and how nice it looks. It really is a fantastic looking keyboard. So that's kind of my conclusion. Like if your budget allows £120 and you want a 65% keyboard, this could be a good shout. We have set up a Discord, a Your Tech Discord. So if you're interested in joining that and talking about tech, or you want the opportunity to buy some of these review samples for things that I don't need anymore, you can save yourself a little bit of money from brand new. I mean, they've only been used by me in these videos and then they're never used again. Feel free to join the Discord, play games with folk, talk tech, buy extra review samples off me. Just hang out, whatever you want to do. The link will be down below along with the link to this keyboard. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider watching one of these two. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I shall hopefully see you on the next one. Bye!